Happy Friday everyone, and welcome to the Lazy Redhead. And if you don't know, I am the Lazy Redhead. This week's gonna be weird. It's not really, it's just more vlog style. I've just been sort of trying to occupy myself. I've had a really bad week. I'm sort of caught up with stuff. I've just done the giveaways. I haven't sent them off, I've just notified all the platforms of who the winners are for Patreon, YouTube and the Sketchbook party. Well done to you guys. If you haven't already, if you could email me, just go over to my website that's linked everywhere and just click on the contact tab, and in there, general inquiry and with your name and address. That would be great so I can send it out to you. I will leave that for a week. So next week's vlog, if you haven't done that already, I will choose another winner and I'll just keep doing that probably 2-3 times. And after that, I'm going to donate it to charity. So yeah, that's where we're at. How are you guys doing? You doing all right? If you are doing good, fantastic, good for you. If you're not, don't worry, I'm here for you, sister. I get it, I totally get it. We've got so much to go over this week because it's Christmas. Well, it's not, it's coming up to Christmas and I'm doing a few bits for Christmas, which I am really excited about. And actually, it's kind of, the idea is tethered to my mental health and it works. For me, it works. For you guys, it might be different, but for me, it absolutely works. I've been doing it for the last week and I'm telling you now, guys, it's been a bad week. For those of you who don't know, I have PMDD. It's not well known. I didn't know about it until I got diagnosed with it. It's basically where, sorry fellas, TMI. You know, some women suffer with PMS, more women suffer with PMS than they do PMDD, but PMDD is a form of basically PMS on roids. The fact that I'm on the camera to you right now is a bloody miracle. So in aid of that, I have come up with an artistic way to manage myself, but also feel a sense of relaxation. Now, what I've created is nothing new, right? There's thousands of them out there, but I'm very proud of it. Okay, right. So I have these things. Okay, I don't really know how to introduce them. Do you know that way where you've created something and you're like, well, what is it? You know, I love swatcheroonies. You know, I love I love a swatcheroony if you don't know. So basically, I've created something like this, right? So this is like a POSH swatch. I should call them POSH swatch. It is a POSH swatch essentially, and I've created several of them. Quite a few of them actually, and they all do different things. But it really is great for colour palette, finding your monochromes, all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to quickly sort of show you guys. So this one is your basic swatch. I called this simple swatch. And on this, you have 35 little swatcheroonies. I filled mine out with my acrylic paints, so they're quite pasty, but it was so relaxing to do this. And this is what this is about. Do you like it? It's lovely, isn't it? Really simple, but then we go up, don't we? We go up. So this is, this one's called Get to Tiling. Now, the whole concept for this is, why can't functional be beautiful? That was my whole concept for creating these. I love swatching so much and the end result is just delicious, right? I love looking at it. There's something quite inspiring about it, seeing all the colours lined up. And I thought, well, actually, why can't functional be beautiful? And that's the concept of this, right? So you do your swatch. This is actually all of the wax and oil based pencils in my pencil roll. There is 140 squares on this. I did have to add 4 though. I think the blues here, you can see it's a bit sort of wonky. I'm not bothered about it. You can't really see it, I don't think. But, you know, I'm going to put these on my wall. And honestly, imagine, oh, how inspiring. Then we move on to palettes, creating palettes, guys. Now, this is like fundamental for an artist, I think. Now, you've got this one. This one is called Keep It Simple Colours. So you have a palette of 3 colours and you create them. I've changed this one a bit for you guys. Your version is this, but you've got an extra line here of these circles. I don't know why I made it so long story, I don't know. So I've created some. This is my main one. I will do another one because there's some colour combos I'm not really, it doesn't really do it for me. You know, I want it to be functional and beautiful, so I will be redoing this at some point. Then we move on to the more advanced. This one's called Flower Power, right? So you've got these flowers. There's 25 flowers with 200 petals. That's potentially 200 colours, all right? And on this, I have created 25 different palettes, and I can't tell you how many times I've referred back to this particular page. Honestly, it's just, I don't know what's happened. I don't know why I didn't do it before. But you can also use this for monochromes. So this is an exercise I used to do in art college, and it's basically finding a variety of tones, tints and shades within one colour by adding a neutral tone, so like white or burnt umber, or you get it, right? You can use it for this, but there is an example for this, and this is also this one, right? So this is called Lucky Color 7, right? So there's 12 palettes or 12 circles on here with 72 segments, right? So as you can see, what I've done in ink, acrylic ink, is I've got the raw color, and then each time I've added white ink, and what you get is this kind of variation of the same color, right? And it is so relaxing to do. And the great thing is these shapes, oh, the shapes of them, perfect for a paintbrush. I'm not kidding, like just so satisfying. And I really found this so relaxing and enjoyable. You'll be seeing this one in an up and coming video. I think it's next week's vlog. That's what I'm working on also. This is called Mix It Up, right? So I'm really excited. So that's why this isn't done. But this is your version. My version looks very different because it was the first one and then things got out of control. Oh yeah. And this is also another palette, but it's actually more like a game, like an exercise, and it's really cheeky. Okay, mine looks a bit of a mess, but that's because I used my Sennelier oil pastels. On here you've got 13 hexagons, and you'll see that they're sort of joined together. So the idea is to create a colour palette in one hexagon, but bearing in mind that that colour palette is attached to the adjacent colour palette, so it kind of has to, you know, be balanced. And I think I did a great job, I'll be honest. I think I did a really good job. But it was really cheeky because I was like, oh no, and the amount of segments I had to redo, and I'm like, oh no, that doesn't go because that colour's there, and oh, I know, cheeky it was. This probably took me a couple of hours, 2 hours. You know that way where you just need something to concentrate on, you need something to sort of fixate on because, you know, life is just too hard in that moment. Well, this is why doing these have been an absolute godsend. And you know what, look at them. And I have referred to these so many times. I think my favourite ones are probably the simple colour palette for the acrylic paint, this one definitely, and my Flower Power. But once I start painting, I really do believe that these are going to become quite integral. I really like them. They are available on my website. Once you've purchased it, you get sent the link. That link will be live for 24 hours. So, you know, there you go. You'll be able to do it. But I'm really, really happy with them. Got to thinking, well, actually, I love shapes. So what I did was create these sorts of things. Now, this is like, this is called icy triangles. I know, it's funny, but then I've got a circle one, I've got a square one, right? So I did the circle one. What I wanted to do originally was use the sheets as a really cool way to swatch. So what I was going to do, and I still am going to do, was sort of create this, but do them in the shapes and swatch them out. I'm still going to do that, but that's going to be for another video that sat right next to me. Can't talk about that either. I did end up colouring one in normally, and this is one's called Icy Circles, and I'm really, really proud of it. What I love about this one is that it's because it's all circles, it's just so random. Like the objects that come together are so random. So you've got like I did like a blackberry pie there, a planet, and then you've got like a skull, a flower, that donut, look at the donut, compass, you've got like a plate of food with like waffles and the fruit. Yeah, you got, oh, there's the earth there, earth. You've got like a balloon. Yeah. So like Ferris wheel. Yeah, so I did this and it took me probably 6 hours, 7 hours, and I just needed that. I really needed it. This is just so relaxing. Patreon goers though, don't bother purchasing. Each one of these bad boys, you'll get one every month. So sorry to everyone else if you're not part of the Patreon. If you want to be part of the Patreon, link is below. We have a great time over there. These will be available to patrons as part of their package, and they'll get one of these per month. But don't worry, I didn't leave you guys out. Would I do that? Would I? No, I bloody well wouldn't. I've created a Christmas special. There you go. So you can colour it like this. I will be colouring mine on Christmas Eve. That's going to be part of your Christmas video. So you will be colouring with me. This is going to be for free. This is free from my website. It will be in the same place these are, and the tab is called Go Digital. I will link this down below. I'm really looking forward to colouring this one in actually. It's just like a giant turkey. Also in Lazy Redhead fashion, there is a new sticker out. I am going to launch a discount code to obviously my subscribers. That code is down below. So if you want to purchase anything off my website, pop in that discount code and you get 10% off. All right. The birthday one did arrive. Here is the birthday sticker. Happy birthday! I'm going to put the Happy Christmas on now actually. Perfect. Welcome to the family sticker. So my Merry Christmas is already on there. Look at all my little stickers. Oh, I love them so much. They're so beautiful. I'm going to get into it. You've got some random stuff. You're just going to be in the studio with me this week, just sorting stuff out. As I said, it's no secret that this week has been less than ideal, but I've still been very, very productive. So the last few days I've just been kind of getting my sketchbooks out, burying my head in the sand. I've come up with some amazing ideas. In fact, I finished 4 sketchbooks. This sketchbook is the Ranger sketchbook I got for my birthday. This sketchbook's beautiful. I can't recommend it enough. And that's all I've been doing. I've just been trying to be productive, making my ideas a reality, and just finding that time, finding that headspace to be productive in spite of the fact that I'm feeling somewhat vulnerable. This body of work is actually one of my favourites. I've really knuckled down. I've really started to think, right, what's about me? Where are my favourite places? Where am I wanting to go? I've spoken on several occasions that I wanted to implement bodies of water into my work, and I feel like I'm being quite successful with that, more so than I have been since I started my channel. This place actually is inspired by Ennerdale, a place that I love to go quite often. There's lots of woodlands about, so this idea of trees is integral to the place, and subsequently this body of work what I'm using is sand paste, because I'm finding it really difficult to translate my ideas onto canvas in a really meaningful way. I am going to make my own sort of acrylic ink specifically for canvas, because I love the textures between the acrylic sand paste and the ink, the way it bleeds. They're just two composing textures, and I really love that. I really love this piece so much. I am going to scale this up actually during this week, so you're going to come along and see this, but this is me scaling up from the initial sketch that was in the Ranger, the A5. I just find this piece so successful, and I really want to get this on canvas, and I really do believe that this time it will be successful. But it has to be, doesn't it, really? The amount of effort I'm putting in. I mean, look all the bloody effort I've put in. Maybe I can move that up a bit. Yeah, like that. That's better. Oh, that's been doing my head in. I know. This canvas. Now, some of you may remember there's a big bloody hole in this canvas. That is because my little precious studio dog had eaten it, hadn't she? That'll do. I mean, it's not perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. What I want to do is something slightly different. So I need to gesso it and all that. Yeah, all right, let's do that. Bloody nightmare. What I want to do is essentially try and treat the canvas like a piece of paper. One of the ways I'm going to achieve that is by not stretching it. I'm just going to work straight onto the canvas. So I'm just going to gesso this quick and then see if we can't, you know, work on top of it. I still got this overwhelming thing with canvas, working on canvas. I don't even know what it is. I couldn't tell you. So many failed attempts, I think. My sketchbook work is amazing, but my canvas is just not up to scratch. This is my last ditch attempt. I love working on paper. I think that's the thing, right? I absolutely love working on paper. I find that a lot of my work is quite successful on paper, but my canvas work is just not there. So obviously working in the sketchbooks with the acrylic paste has just been great, you know, and I've been getting the results I've been wanting to get on canvas. So, you know, other than the surface, I'm still going to be using the same paintbrushes, same techniques, the same medium. It's just the surface that's different. So I figured that if I just do this and not put it on the stretcher and just use it as a piece of paper, this is my situation. Just trying to kind of, you know, come up with new ways. So I'll just give it a layer of this, and then what I'm going to do is do a ground, but I'm going to do a sand ground. I'm going to get some texture in there, let that dry. It's as good as it's going to get right now. Wicked, well done, proud of you, brilliant. Let's let him dry, and then you know, we can get to creating something. woken up not very well. Sore throat and everything. Nightmare. I painted the canvas. It's all done, painted. And what I was going to do, get some sketchbook references out and start to kind of map out like a rudimentary composition. But first, before I do any of that, I have a graveyard of paintbrushes. Some are just beyond salvageable. I mean, remember this one? This one was my favourite. Look at the state of it. This fell off. This is just like rock hard raging. I've just got like a graveyard of just, you know, just battered and bruised and like fluffy. Some of these are fine. Like I'll still use some of them, but a lot of them I can't use, so I've had to order more. But these ones haven't arrived yet. Like these long handled haven't arrived yet. But what I did get was, sorry, I sound like I've been smoking 50 a day. I haven't. I ordered a pack of like Chinese ones now, but I like them because they had like the small ones. I think they'll be quite cool to work with. Another big one because this one was bigger than that one. And look, you know. And I also got some more of these, right? So this set was amazing. I got them here as well. This was like a watercolor set, really, really cheap. Well, couldn't find them again, but I did get these and I've been using them. You might have seen them. If you're part of my Patreon, you might have seen them on there, or you might have seen them on the sketchbook party, but I'm really happy with them. Oh, I love new brushes. They feel so nice. Oh, nice. But I had to soak them. I had to soak these Chinese ones. Honestly, they came out like brick. I think artists are a nightmare for like hoarding brushes. And look at all these small ones. I very rarely use small ones. So I might go through them, organise them all, and then give the ones I don't want to my nephews, because they love painting. I'm just going to quickly do that because I can't work like this. I've got stuff everywhere. The studio's a bloody bomb. I can't work like this, so we'll do this and then do that. Lucky. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the big brushes. Definitely keeping these because they're great for, definitely keeping that one. Defo. I'm not keeping them in these acrylic boxes, but definitely keeping this blending brush. It's amazing, that one. I really need paint and I'm going to swatch them. I know it says many. I'll keep this one. I just think it's quite useful to like wipe off. You see, I think I wiped the oil pastel from work with that one, so I'll keep that one. Right, let's find a bloody sketchbook. Don't know how I feel about that one. It's good for mark making, I suppose. Put that in the maybe pile. The problem is I'm a bit of a hoarder. That's the problem. Right, so I've got a couple of these type ones. So there's that one. There's that one, which is a long-handled one. And this one's quite battered, isn't it? They're all different, do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm repeating them. They're all sort of different, so there's no reason why I can't keep them all. This one's more of like a scratchy hog one. And so is that one. I think that's a reasonable amount of flatheads though. There. Don't you think? They're all different sizes and textures. Yeah. I'll keep them all. But we've got company, so I'm gonna have to go down and you know, mingle. Be back in a minute. So I did do the paintbrush and I have got rid of quite a few. These will be donated to my nephews. Well, some of them are just beyond repair. I miss it already. So yeah, I think the thing is I need to make sure I'm keeping on top of this kind of thing because I can't deal with stuff about me, like too much stuff. It needs to be quite clear spaces. I find my mind, I do better in a like clean, minimal space. And when I feel this stuff getting out of control, it just overwhelms me, which doesn't take a lot, let's be honest. So keep on top of dead weight. This is the final sketch. I did this in my A3 softback, but I wanted to show you. This is it. Oh, isn't it just, right? And this is the size of the canvas. So the idea that I had, you'll have seen earlier, is to replicate my sketchbook spread out of canvas as much as possible. Subscribers in the past, like Laurie, hi Laurie, have sort of alluded to that, but she hasn't alluded, she bloody well told me outright months and months ago. You need to, you know, replicate the size, the dimensions, the medium, etc. She's totally right, but it takes me a while, doesn't it, to... I also need to be in love with the idea. So there's that. And I'm in love with this idea. I really feel so strongly about this body of work. This whole sketchbook is done and dusted. You'll be seeing this soon. The sketchbook party will be seeing it first though, because we're going to be talking about working on bigger formats, or like bigger sketchbooks, and the trials and tribulations of that, and some of the tips and tricks that I personally do working in a big sketchbook. If you're not used to that, it can be quite intimidating. So that's what this sketchbook's for. I'm really, really proud of this. Really, really proud. So this is what we're scaling up. This is what we're going to be putting on the canvas, or a variation of it. So I'm going to get on with that. Shall we get on with that? Let's get on with that. Let's make a start at least. Here we go. My dogs are in the background going mental. So I apologise in advance. I'm going to put that on charge. Where are you? Sorry, I've done so much work since then. No, it's not there. Bloody hell. Where are you? Oh, so this is the finished article. And I want to try and replicate this on this. I'm going to get a thing sketched out. Even if I get the composition done this week, I feel like there would be some progress that I've made. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of how I'm feeling right now. This paint has no sand paste in it, which is making it different to work with. Oh, I like that, like that. Cool. That's that tree done. Next tree, that has no sand paste in. I have no idea why. Shall I put a light on, do you think? Yeah, I'll put a light on. Wait there, don't go anywhere. Is that at least a little bit better for you? So the light's going in and out today. It's quite dark, quite moody. And we've got a tree sort of here, haven't we? I'm gonna probably position it over there actually, there. Yeah, put it here. I can always move it, you know what I mean? Right, do that. And then I'll put a little bit of a nib there. See, this one has got sand paste in. Love, love, love. What I want to do is see if I can get that ink river in. Winnie, no, darling. Right, here we go. See if I can do it. I don't know how it's going to react on this surface. That's the other thing. I don't know how it's going to react on this surface. Oh. Okay. Right. I've decided already. It's not going to be for sale. Oh dear. I know, I'm useless. I'm useless. This is why I have no money, guys. This is why I have no money. Love it. Love, love. It's going how I'm planned. Don't you just love those moments? Guys, guys, can't you handle it? I can't handle it. I'm gonna bring it up a bit. That's good. There's something just, I can't describe the feeling I have right now, right? But it's just really amazing. You know, when you've got this idea in your head and you start to see it kind of come to fruition, it's pretty insane, actually. And my dogs are making a right racket behind me, so I apologise. I really do. I'm so sorry, but they're just relentless. They are bloody relentless. Now, I'm not really bothered about the mess I'm making. I just think that it adds to it. I'm running out of that one. Jesus. Better put that down. This stuff's amazing. Oh, yeah. I think that's good for the water. I'm feeling quite happy about all that. Yeah, wicked. Okay, start with the water. This needs to kind of come round a bit, but I'll do that when this is dry and I sort of work on top of the tree. I think that's what to do. But as far as the water goes, I'm really, really happy with that. I'm going to stop because this type of technique I always find is a very organic one, isn't it? And when it's done, it's done. Just leave it. I feel very encouraged by this, actually. Very encouraged indeed. Yeah, let's see if I can't get some of that ground in. I'm going to get that sky in because I really think that that's going to make a huge difference. I'm going to let this dry a bit. This has taken like forever to dry. I think I've overloaded it a bit, but it's not come through. So it's like, it's been like 4 hours. Bloody nightmare. I'm going to get the Sennelier out because it's a special occasion, and I had a shower, so I don't want to get all messy again. So perfect. Right, where am I at? Let's get this bad boy out again then. Ooh, just filmed the sketchbook tour for this and it was amazing. It's really nice to like go through work, you know, and just kind of be reminded a lot of the time to make it more interesting for me. Before I do a sketchbook tour, I usually set the sketchbook aside for a couple of weeks. I advertise that obviously I've finished a sketchbook, woo woo, but ordinarily I don't go through it until I do the tour, and it's just fascinating. The other bits that I see. Pop this over here. This kind of weird setup now, where I've just kind of got the piece I'm working on, the sketchbook down there, and I'm just kind of in this little piece here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Love that red. Yeah, I've just been really kind of, I have struggled the last few days, but it's the nature of the beast, isn't it? You know, you have your ups and you have your downs, and I think I'm no exception. I think creative people are generally afflicted with, you know, just I wouldn't say issues. Or would I? Is it issues that we have? But you know what I mean, struggles and stuff. I think it allows us to be more connected to the world around us, and therefore enhances our ability to do creative things, you know. But it just seems like it comes at such a huge cost, you know. That one's beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is an ultramarine, I think. Oh, stunning. It almost looks like velvet when it goes down. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, see, that's gone right down. See what I mean? Do you know what I might do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can just beef it out with a bit of pen towel, just to kind of build up the initial layers, you know, and then go in with the... Yeah, there we go. It's much harder pen towel, and I don't mind the cheapness of it. I think it's what I love about it the most, that such a cheap product can just be so fantastic, you know. Don't judge a material by its price point and all that jazz. I need to get more of this stuff as well, actually. Jesus, I'm just running out of stuff left, right and centre. It's just not on, is it? Not bloody on. I want to get some purples in this, actually, because I think that's stunning. This purple looks nice. Yeah, beef it out with a bit of this, and then I can kind of do touch-ups with the Sennelier, because it's just so bloody expensive, the Sennelier, and it's so soft. Oh, it's just coming together really lovely. Now, there's, I think it's this one, isn't there? Is it this one? So find out. Yeah, it's this one. I'll just break it in half. I'm going to have to take this to the bloody framers, aren't I? Because I'm falling in love with it. What I usually do is I kind of not get bored of it, but I love it for a couple of months, and then you'll just see it available. I know that's what's going to happen. It always does. Now, shall I use this green? Yeah, that's cool. That's quite nice, isn't it? Just a bit of pop. Favourite colours have been whittled down so much. I mean, look at the size of that. What the bloody hell am I going to do with that, really? Do you know what I mean? This is the issue, guys. I find at this point, what happens is I don't look at my reference as much. It's usually always the way. I just sort of steer away from it then, you know. I'm going to flip this bitch. Here we go. There we go. Oh. And I should mark out the moon first, shouldn't I? Before I flip the bitch. Right, let's do the moon quick. Put the moon up there. How do we feel about that? No. That was a bad idea. What about the orange? Maybe a mix of the two. Maybe a bit of red in there as well, just for shits and giggles. And then we'll go in with a light colour. Yeah, maybe. Okay, we'll keep that there. Right, flip it. I want to get this sky in. Oh, I'm getting a thumb ache from this. Lovely. Right, more of that. Cool. I think this is a different type of blue. It is as well. That's okay. It happens. I'm going to finish this sky off. Probably take a rest because it's quite physically enduring. I know. Why are you out of breath, sweetheart? Well, been attacking a piece of canvas upstairs, my love. Finish this off and I will be back with you. Hi guys. Oh, where's my tea? Oh, it's the next day. I haven't long woken up, which is why I look so pale. I think I've overdone it. I think I've overworked it. What do we think? It's the bottom bit. The top bit I'm fine with, it's the bottom bit. I need more. How are you today then? You alright? You good? I need to sort the studio out today. I need to do it. Oh, I was just about to put in paintbrush in my tea then. I need to like mess it up. It needs to be, the background's fine. I'm fine with the background. It's just this front situation. It just needs a bit more like, you know, life. Like, oh, just, I can't explain it. I know what I'm trying to say. Gonna leave it there. Remember what we said about this whole knowing when to stop situation. Okay, stop. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I feel better about that now. Oh God, that was stressing me out. I let that dry, but I'll probably go now. Put pictures of this at the end of this video. Here are the names for the YouTube giveaway. Can you get back to me with your address? Just go over to my website, go into the contacts, send it via there, and I will get that sent off to you as soon as possible. These are the remaining sketchbook party winners. Can you also get in touch with me via the same means? Website, contact, send me your address. That would be awesome sauce. The other thing was, we do have a 10% discount going live today, and that is, as I said at the beginning, that is Xmas 10. That's 10% off everything on my website. Go over there and have a perusal. And that's about it, guys. That is about it. Anyway, love you lots, and I'll see you when I see you next. Bye, guys. Mwah.